welcome back. I'm Rosie and I'm so happy that you're here. So for today's video, we are going to do a 24-hour readathon. Now, I've actually done those like twice with my friends before, but because I was doing it with my friends that I don't see that often, we were just yapping all the way through, and I read one book in those. I read about one book when I do these with my friends, but I wanted to see if I, all alone, was doing a 24-hour readathon, how much could I read in that time span, because I don't actually know. And because I work 30 hours a week and I can't just spend the whole day reading, that's not realistic for me. I'm actually gonna set a timer for 24 hours, start it when I read, stop it when I don't, and so that way I can see exactly how much I read during 24 hours. So the first one I have is actually Rebel Witch, which I've already started. I'm almost halfway and I'm enjoying this so much right now. It's the second book in the Crimson Moth series. The first one was Witch Hunter? Was it? No, Heartless Hunter. Okay, and I really enjoyed that book, and so picked that one up when it came out. And yes, I'm very excited to read this. It's very good right now. The tension is tensioning, let me tell you. It's actually insane. I'm tabbing. I'm having the time of my life. It's amazing. I'm actually stressed for the characters because some things that are happening in here are stressing me out, and they are literal enemies. Like there's like hatred in there, but mixed with love and feelings, and it's like amazing. So I would love to finish this actually in 24 hours. That would be amazing. So I'm almost halfway through, so I'm gonna finish this probably. But then I have 3 other books that I would like to read. Will I read all 3 of those? Probably not. The first one is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I'm also very excited about this. I've enjoyed the 2 other books that I've read by Abby Jimenez. I really like her writing, and her stories are very good. They remind me of like Emily Henry vibes, and they're like Emily Henry coded to me, but with her own voice. Like she has her own writing style. It just reminds me of that, like the stories that's written. It's a love story mixed with other, it's like not just a love story, there's also other things in the story. So yeah, I'm very excited for this. I think this is like the 3rd one in the, like, it's like an interconnected series. So you had, what were they? Part of Your World, Yours Truly, then there's this one, and I think there's Say You'll Remember Me is also in that series, but I want to read that one first. So there's that option. Then we have the 2nd book in the Beartown series by Frederick Bachman, and it's Us Against You. I'm so excited about this. I think I'm definitely reading this. I can't contain myself actually. I've read another book by Frederick Bachman since I've read Beartown, and it was another 5-star. Beartown was a 5 stars. I just think that Frederick Bachman is like my #1 author. Ooh. I think he's tied with Jessa Hastings, but yeah, I'm very excited about this. So maybe get to that one. And then lastly, obviously, The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. I did not know. There's one thing about that book that I did not know, is that it was kind of interconnected with Magnolia Parks. Like apparently we get cameos of characters from Magnolia Parks in there, and I was actually freaking out. And I don't remember, actually, someone said she made an appearance was it in Into the Dark? I don't remember Georgia from Into the Dark. I don't know. But apparently she made a cameo in Into the Dark, and now there's characters from Magnolia Parks that aren't in there, like for like a few sentences. But anyways, that just made me want to read it even more, and I was already extremely excited to read it. So oh my god, I'm so excited. Like, and isn't it just like the most beautiful book ever? Like just Hastings covers are always the most beautiful, and so yeah, I'm very excited about this. I would love to get this, but yes, this is pretty ambitious. I don't read that fast, so yeah, let's just cross our fingers and hope that we can read all of those. I don't know. But now I have my timer on my iPad. There it is. This is the timer. So we're just gonna go start this and I'll update you later when I have some things to say. Update on Rebel Witch. I am now on page 252, chapter 41, and I don't know how it will possibly get out of this because it feels to me like there's no right answer to this conflict because both sides are right in their own way, and so I just don't know how these two worlds could merge and function together. And I just learned something that I was kind of expecting, like not gonna lie, it was kind of predictable, but like it makes for a fun plot twist in my opinion. Like I enjoy the plot twist, but I just don't see how it could possibly go well. And I used to trust Gideon. Like I don't really trust Gideon because I mean he's out to get her, but at the same time he's like in love with her. So he's not really out to get her, but now I don't trust that bitch. Like, anyways, I'm confused. I don't know. Obviously, I still have half of the book to, for this issue to be resolved, but girl, I don't know how. Like, this seems like they should be living on two different planets because how could one learn to trust the other? I don't know. I literally don't know. And how can one's person people learn to live or share land with the other person's people? I just don't see these two worlds colliding. Like how could that work? I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb and I'm not seeing how I don't know. So I'm going to keep reading. I'm now at 22 hours, 47 minutes, and 58 seconds left. So obviously, I haven't read that much, but yeah. So I'm going to continue this. I hope I can finish this tomorrow. I would love to finish this tomorrow, and so we can start another one. I don't know which one yet, but yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I don't know. Like I said before, one thing about me,
I don't know. Like, the girl doesn't know. She's just here. So I'm gonna keep reading and try to get this timer to go down. It is in fact it is in fact not a good morning. I had to do some damage control today because when I woke up and I opened my blinds, horrifying. What I saw with my own two eyes was the most disgusting view any Canadian could have on a spring morning. That is 20 centimeters of snow. I'm actually going to cry. I am not kidding, in a very bad mood, and I had, a cabane à sucre dinner tonight with my boyfriend, and now he's out working because he has to get the snow out of the street so people can drive their cars and get home safely. He has to do that, and he doesn't know when he'll be home. So I might not even go to my cabane à sucre dinner, which is a spring staple if you're Canadian. So very bad morning. So made my matcha because I need a pick me up because I was in a bad mood. Anyways, that just means that I'm gonna be stuck inside today, and because I'm in a very bad mood, I just know I won't be productive. So we're just gonna be reading all day, besties. Like, I would love to finish that book today. I think we could, actually. So I put some spring ambiance on my TV, got the candles burning, got the little fairy lights on, got my matcha. I'm in my bed. This is a bed rot kind of day. And I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read and I'm gonna read and I'm gonna finish this book and bring our timer down. I think I was at like 22 hours and something last time I stopped, so I'm gonna start it back up and try to finish this because I am dying to know how this ends. I'm very confused on how we could resolve this, but I already talked about that, so you don't need me to tell you again. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read this in my bed with my little spring ambiance, and I'll talk to you again when I finish this.
Hey guys, I wanted to update you on what I've been doing. I ended up going to my dinner because my boyfriend came back on time, so we went to that. I got ready, obviously, and then went to dinner. But before that, I updated my book journal. I saw Katie is reading. This is like the first quarter of the year, like a wrap up, and I really wanted to do it. And obviously, like, I very much inspired myself from her style. I wanted to try it out because I think it's just the cutest thing ever. So I just kind of replicated it but made it a little my own. I added things that, like, goals for the next quarter and my favorite books I wrote about, and then the books I wanted to get to in the next quarter. So yeah, that's what I did. That's what you saw. And now I'm actually on page 347, chapter 60. I am set on finishing this today. I really want to finish that book, so we're gonna see where that brings us in the timer. I would want to hit the 20-hour mark because it's been 2 days and we've only read for 4 hours. But yeah, I thought it would take me less long to do this because in my head 24 hours is pretty quick. It's just one day, but 24 hours of literal reading is actually quite long. Who would have thought? But yeah, I'm very, very much enjoying Rebel Witch. It's a little predictable, but so much fun. It's literally so much fun, and we got amazing tropes. I won't tell you, just in case you don't want to know, but got me screaming, got me closing the book to open it back up again because I was just so excited about what I was reading. But right now it's bad luck after bad luck, and I'm ready for them to be happy now. Like, I don't want any hardship anymore. Like, I want to finish this book and be done with this story because I just want them to be happy. I want them to be like the happiest couple ever and just be free. I just hope that this is what we can get. That's my thoughts. I'm very excited to finish this. It's very good and it keeps me, wanting more. I want to keep reading and turn every end of a chapter, so that's good. I don't know what I'm gonna rate this yet. I think maybe this is leading toward a 4.5, 4.75, but I don't know if it's giving 5 stars. Like, this is so much fun, but I don't know if I'm obsessed, like 5 stars obsessed, but I really like it. So we're gonna go finish this. And yeah, I'll update you later when I've finished this book, not a minute before.
stay. If you hear some music or some talking, it's my father and my boyfriend. They are painting our basement right now. So there's music and a lot of talking. But I wanted to update you guys on the timer. We are now at 19 hours, 39 minutes, and 7 seconds. And we have finished our first book. Bravo Witch. I enjoyed my time a lot reading this. It was so good, so fast paced. Like every end of a chapter, I wanted to turn the page and continue reading. It really kept me hooked. The only thing is, it was a little predictable. Like there's some things in there that happens that I was just like, yeah, could have seen that coming from a mile away. But did it take away from my enjoyment of the book? Not at all. Like pretty happy these things happen. Well, not all of them, but yeah, there's some things because we discovered something about a character, and then I thought Rune knew all along this information, but it was revealed like closer to the end, and I was like, how did you not put two and two together when she talked to you? Anyways, it's between, I don't want to say, I don't want to spoiler, but it's between one character that we've known since book one and Rune. They had a conversation about something, and then she had a conversation with another guy who explained like a ancient like story that Rune thought was fake but is actually true. And I was like, how did you not put two and two together? But anyways, just some little things like that was like, okay, that was pretty predictable. Like, how did you not see that? But it was so easy to read, so enjoyable. I love the tropes that we got in here. Oh, Gideon made me, he had a lot of character growth in this book, and yeah, I yeah, I really enjoyed this, but it was not a 5 stars. I thought all my TBR this month, if you didn't know, are 5-star predictions. So these are pretty much the books that I'm reading from in this video, but yeah, this was not a 5-star. This is more like a 4.25. I'm hesitating still on doing 4.5, but I don't know. But it was really good. I really recommend this duology if you want like a witchy enemies to lovers, true enemies to lovers, and cool magic system. And yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed that book. But now this is done, and we have to choose our next book, and I'm choosing between 2 books right now, either The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings or Us Against You by Frederick Bachman. I don't know which one I want to read. I don't know. Like, I'm leaning on The Conditions of Will, but this was not on my TBR. Well, it could be, but you know, I read about 4 to 5 books a month, and now my TBR is 7 books long, which I will not get through all of these, and there are some that I really want to get to. Anyways, so these 2 books are what we're choosing between. I think I'm gonna go with The Conditions of Will because I just have to know. Apparently, it's true Jessa Hastings, so couldn't be more excited. There's also little cameos. I think they talk. I don't know if it's cameos, but they talk about Henry and Daisy and Julian, I think, in this book, and I need my fix of Magnolia Park / Daisy Hates. So I think that's the book that we're gonna start today. I'm so excited. Yeah, let's go start this one. Okay, hey guys. It's so good to be back. It's so good to be back into Jessa Hastings writing. I am obsessed is an understatement because this is just oh my god. Like there is no world in which I read a Jessa Hastings book and don't annotate it like a crazy person. Her words are just uh poetry. It's poetry to me. I I don't think there's one book she's ever written that I did not love. Hey, there's not one. So I'm absolutely loving this, and I'm so happy I decided to pick this up because sometimes with new releases, I don't know why I should be excited to start them, but it's like the excitement is like too much, and then I just put it off because I'm stressed it won't live up to my expectations. So I always put off books. Like Onyx Storm, I've been waiting for that book. Have I read it since it came out? No. Will I read it soon? Probably not. But this, I'm so happy I started it because, guys, this is amazing. Let me just read you some quotes. Okay, this one's really long. She says she's talking about swimming with humpback whales, and she says it was crazy actually. Behind them and beside them, it was this almost otherworldly feeling when you're so small, but not in a way that's degrading or upsetting, but the fact that you're on the planet at the same time as something so big and so significant. I don't know. It was strangely life affirming, like you're not alone in the world. And I get that same feeling when I'm near Sam Penny. Other feelings too, like this buzzy electricity, and it's there, all thick in the air, us trying to learn about the other. It feels like we're cramming for an exam, studying like maniacs the night before a test on a subject we've half listened to all year. The content isn't unfamiliar when you read it. It's like you've read it before. Sam feels like I've read him before, but I haven't. He feels like the kind of memories I wish I'd had but don't. He's like deja vu. And you know how when that happens, your brain is like, wait, I've been here before. And you're watching everything unfold and you're waiting for the next thing to happen and you're like, I knew that. And then the next thing happens and you're like, I knew that too. And every time something happens that you've been waiting to happen because you feel like it's already happened, even though it hasn't, you feel this floaty sense of delighted satisfaction. That's what it feels like to be near Sam Penny. Mm, what? I love her writing. I am in love with her writing. It's let me read you another one. It's a funny part of growing up, actually. Accepting that things that are better for you, healthier, they can still be painful. That the worst, most shameful day of my life to date would in turn become the most defining. I'm sorry. I'm unwell, actually. But that's not how pain works. You ignore it and it just sinks down deeper. It lodges itself in the corners of our memories, hangs off tree branches of Kalawasi drives. It hides under the pews in the back rows of the church. It gets caught in a pile of sheets that no one knew what to do with. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm just I'm stopping because I have to do some little chores around the house, but I'm picking this back up tonight. And honestly, I would love to get halfway, but that seems a little over ambitious. Yeah, 457, so maybe like 225 would be halfway ish. Like I would have to I would have to read like all of this today, get to chapter 32. That's kind of a lot, but I feel like I could because this is so bingeable. It's actually crazy. I had to force myself to close it and stop reading because it's just so good and every end of a chapter has me wanting more and more and more. So, loving this. I'm now on 18 hours, 9 minutes and 24 seconds. Look, I'm time is going by so slowly, but hey, that's okay. That's okay. We don't all read fast and we do not all have a million hours a day to read. So that's okay. I'm gonna go do my chores, loving this, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. No, no, I am unwell. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. I'm actually dying right now. I'm now on page 132. Let me read you this. He says, "You have a big smile for me," Sam says, way too pleased with himself. She says, "Yeah, well," I shrug a bit aggressively because I've gone petulant now. "You lick your bottom lip every time you look at me, and your pupils are dilated, so." "Yeah," he nods, interrupting me again. "They are." Because she told him that that means he's attracted to her. Okay, if you don't know, she's literally like a people reader master. She reads body language and knows when people are lying or telling the truth, and that's kind of her thing. So, all through the book, we get little glimpses, little explanations on the way people act and their body language and what that means, which I'm loving every insight. But the romance? No, no, no. I am tabbing. He drops his head as he laughs, then looks back up at me, and the light from the sun makes his eyes look like little stars. Or maybe the light is just coming from inside of him. What? No. No, 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 I am unwell. I love this. Now, timer is at 17-hour, 1 minute, 27 seconds. Wow, this book is good. Like, I am utterly obsessed. Literally very happy. I just had to update that because I had to share. I had to share the obsessiveness. I'm unwell.
dog. There's someone speaking French. That person says, "Hello, mon chéri," but they're talking to Georgia. The French is wrong. And that threw me off because it's such a quick and easy search. Why would you say mon chéri to a girl? It's ma chérie. Ma chérie. Allô, ma chérie. Why is he saying hello, mon chéri? I'm so confused. Anyways, the French is weird and it's throwing me off, but that's okay. Even though it's such an easy thing to validate.
I am here to tell you that I finished The Conditions of Will and I am unwell. But also, new favorite book, new 5 stars, new 6 stars, new God tier. That book was so good. The story is basically you're following Georgia, whose family sent her away when she was like 15 years old because of something that happened, and she hasn't seen her family in like 6 years, I think, and someone dies, so she has to come back for the funeral, and you basically just follow her and her dickhead family. They're a bunch of assholes, but some of them redeem themselves, some of them are unredeemable. You follow this girl through family trauma and drama. That's basically it. But her brother Oliver, he's an alcoholic and he has a sponsor which he brought with him for this because he also was the outcast of the family with Georgia, and so a lot of trauma there, and he needed assistance to go there to, help and not relapse. So he's brought him, and him is Sam Penny. Sam Penny and Georgia instantly attracted to each other, and then a story unfolds there. But it was okay. So Georgia, she's also like a professional mind reader. Well, she's not a mind reader. She's like a lie detector because she reads body language, and we see how she reads people. Like they explain like how the body always betrays us, and like with micro expressions and stuff. So you kind of get little insights on that, and I really enjoyed that. It was so interesting. And of course, Jessa Hastings' writing was chef's kiss. Like my favorite author ever, favorite of all time. I just can't get enough of how she writes. It's literally, I don't know how she comes up with some of these. I have to read one. There's so many I could read. Like literally so many to choose from. You just open up, take a tab. It's going to be an amazing quote. She said, "You're not meant to be addicted to me." And he says, "I'm not addicted to you. I'm in love with you. I don't need you. I want you. And I want you because I know you." Uh, uh, I'm sorry. Why my eyes my eyes are teary now. So that's great. But yeah, that was amazing. I loved Tennyson. I think love is a strong word because he was an asshole before, but he really redeemed himself, I think. I hate her sister. That girl is a bitch. Really hate her. And also Oliver, I loved at the beginning, then kind of started hating him. Well, not hating him, but resenting him a little bit for how he treated Georgia. He's an he's an alcoholic, and you know, sometimes things happens, and at some moments in that book he just wasn't himself. He was really mean. But yeah, that broke my heart a lot because she loved her brother so much. And anyways, please read this. If you didn't enjoy Magnolia because of the trope in the book, I know some people are really thrown off by, let's say, the cheating trope that's in that book. Read this because you get amazing, just like Hastings' amazing writing, an amazing story, an amazing love story, some depth, some insights. He talks a lot about a lot of topics going on in here. I mean, there's family trauma, alcoholism, religion, sexual assault, trigger warning. Like, there's some things in there that are pretty intense. Sexuality, homophobia. Like, there's so much in that book, and I just think it was done really, really well. So, please read this. 5 stars. I loved it. We are now on hour 10. So, there's 10 hours and 28 minutes left, and it's time to choose the last book that we're going to read, which I'm debating between two. It's either going to be Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez or Us Against You by Frederick Bautman, because these are the two books I want to get to the most right now. But I don't think I'm going to read this right now because I just read a romance and I think I'm in the mood for something else. And after reading this, I have to read another genre because I think it's just setting the other book for failure if I try to read another romance right now. So I'm gonna go with Us Against You. I really want to finish this series before summer starts. That would be ideal because it's a very wintry series. Of course, it's about hockey. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this. We're reading this. I think it could make me cry, honestly, but yeah, I hope I can finish it in the 10 hour that I have left. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't even calculated how long it took me to read The Conditions of Will. I'll put it up right here. So, will I be able to finish this? I don't know. I've annotated The Conditions of Will like a crazy person though, and take that means it takes me longer to read because I pause to write and tab. Will I tab this? Probably. It's Frederick Bautman, but yeah, I'm gonna go start this because I'm very excited. I'm in my car just before work and I realized that I haven't updated you at all on Beartown, so I'm gonna do that right now real quick. I'm now on page 282. It's about 60% of the book, and obviously I'm enjoying it. It's crushing my heart though, like breaking it and shattering it in millions of pieces, because what's going on in that book is just the unfairness of it all is crazy. Like, something just happened and I was at a loss for words because I didn't think that that person could do something like this. I was obviously, they're ashamed of it now, but in the moment they didn't think, and then they did something, and I'm left speechless and hurt and at a loss for words and sick to my stomach over this. Yeah, so
I can't really tell you what this is about because I don't want to spoil the first book. This is the second book in the Bear Sound series, but all I'm gonna say is that I'm enjoying it. It took me a little bit to really get into it. Like the beginning was kind of slow for me. It wasn't as captivating as the first one, but now I'm really into it. Like I'm so excited like to finish this. I want to know what happens because right now it's a lot of unfairness and despair. Oh my god, there's someone walking. Anyways, so yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I love Benji. I swear to god, Benji, if something happens to that child, he's not a child. If something happens to Benji, I'll riot. And I'm afraid I'm gonna have to, riot because I just have a feeling something's gonna happen to Benji. Some things have already happened, so ugh. Anyways, I'm enjoying it. I'm tabbing it, of course. I just want to read you some quotes from this that are just there's just something because there's some that I can't read because it's gonna like okay. Two girls, Maya and Anna, are running in the forest. They run only where there are lights. They don't say anything, but are both thinking the same things. Guys never think about lights. It just isn't a problem in their lives. When guys are scared of the dark, they're scared of ghosts and monsters. But when girls are scared of the dark, they're scared of guys. Okay. It's hard to care about people. Exhausting, in fact, because empathy is a complicated thing. It requires us to accept that everyone else's lives are also going on the whole time. We have no pause button for when everything gets too much for us to deal with, but then neither does anyone else. It's just amazing. So yeah, okay, what's the time right now? 3 hours, you can't see, but we have 3 hours, 52 minutes and 28 seconds left on the timer. And it's always like about 4 hours, and I think I'll be able to finish this before the timer stops. So we're gonna have to start another book, but we will obviously not finish it. But yeah, so this is my update. I'm loving it, and I'm gonna keep reading, and I'll talk to you when I've finished this book. Let's finish this book. This much left. Let's go. Someone just came and knocked on my door, like someone's selling something, and I was right here crying my fucking eyes out. I ran and hid in the bathroom because I'm not answering the door like this. Have you seen my face? I'm crying. God, how much time do we have left? Oh my god, we have 43 minutes. I have to go to my mom's. I'm gonna have to finish this later, but like, I'm at a loss for words. A loss for words.
Okay, hi everyone. Finished Us Against You earlier today. Did I finish this book or this or did this book finish me? Because what the actual fuck happened at the end? Like, it was already an emotional, heartbreaking book, but the end was so uncalled for. I was bawling my freaking eyes out. No, just no. Like, this was so sad. Like, I feel empty now that I've finished this. It was 5 stars. Hey, this is a 5 star again. Frederick Bachman for me is 3 for 3. All 3 books I've read have been 5 stars, and I'm empty now that I've finished Us Against You. I still have, I think it's the winners. I just don't even know what the hell is gonna happen in that book. It's so thick, and this story, things that happened felt pretty conclusive to me, in the sense that there's another book, so the story is gonna take a turn, because the people that we follow in this one, I feel like their story has evolved a lot, and I just don't know where he's gonna go with the third. Maybe we'll follow more of Amak, because we haven't really seen him in that one. I mean, we did a little bit, but yeah, this was like triggering, honestly. Like, Benji, I would die for that man. I would die for Benji, because I swear to God, this world is so unfair. Like, I cried so hard. I was so shook at what people did to him. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything, but just know that this is amazing. It tackled homophobia. It tackled survivors of sexual assault. It tackles also marriage and the woman's position in a marriage, and what's expected of her and what's expected of her husband, and the differences in these expectations between the two, and following your dreams. And just Ramona, the bar owner, love that woman to goddamn death. And I was so scared. If you know, you know. I got so scared for a minute, because I was like, no, you're not about to do that. But hey, it was okay. But like, still, I just had a small heart attack at one point during that book. I was like, no, nothing can happen to Ramona. I love that woman. She's such a badass. But yeah, I don't know if I've read this quote out loud. Anxiety. It's such a peculiar thing. Almost everyone knows what it feels like, yet none of us can describe it. How can something that bangs away at us so horribly hard on the inside not show up on the pictures as black scars scotched into our skeleton? How can the pain she feels not be visible in the mirror? How do you write like this? Perhaps one day he'll find words for that feeling of being different. How physical it is. Exclusion is a form of exhaustion that eats its way into your skeleton. Vidar falls head over heels for her because he's the type who doesn't know how to stop himself. No, I'm gonna start crying again. No. Anyways, I really love this. But now that this is done, we're still not done with the 24 hours. Can you believe it? I can't. There's still 43 minutes left. So I'm gonna go ahead right now and read for 43 minutes and finish this. What I'm gonna read is, I'm gonna start Heavenly Bodies. I'm so excited for this. I've been reading a lot of like literary fiction. That's not true. I literally read Rebel Witch at the beginning of this video, but 2 books in a row have been like more literary fiction / romance for The Conditions of Will, and I really just need a romantasy. So, picking this up for 43 minutes today. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna read that for 43 minutes, and then the timer will be over, and we're gonna wrap up this video. So let's just go read for 43 minutes.
We're done. We're done. You see this? Stop. It's over. I'm gonna finish this chapter. We're gonna reach chapter 7 and I'm gonna go to bed and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.
Okay, everyone, so it's the next day and I'm here to wrap it up because we're done. 24 hours. We started with half of Rebel Witch, which was really good. I gave this like a 4.25, 4.5, something like this. Read this. Then we went off to The Conditions of Will. 5 stars. 6 stars. Best book of the year eligible. Amazing. And then we read Us Against You, another 5 stars because Frederick Bachman can do no wrong. It was completely amazing. And then we read 40 pages. Yeah, 40 pages of Heavenly Bodies. Right now, liking it, but I mean, I'm 40 pages in, like, not much has happened. But basically, she got kidnapped and taken to another kingdom, like an enemy kingdom, and the king wants to train her so she can kill a star. So, and her trainer is the king's son, who's an arrogant, broody. He's not broody, an arrogant, beautiful man. So, I'm all for that. So yeah, that's pretty much all we read for this video. It was very fun to do, but took way longer than I thought it was gonna take. Like in my head, 24 hours is so quick, but I think it took me like a week to read for 24 hours, which hey, that's crazy. But that's how times go for me. I have other things to do. So yes, that was very fun. If you want me to do any more, please comment down below. Tell me if you would like me to do this video again. I will 100% do that. It was very fun. So yeah, that's it for now. But in the meantime, take care and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.